It's Monday, so no beers. Why are you happy?
No, I'm not.
You have to be sad.
I'm very sad.
Everyone be sad.
I'm extremely sad.
Bulls lost to the Lions. And funny enough, I was telling a colleague of mine who is a Lions fan.
Yes.
I asked him if he wanted to go watch the game.
Yes.
You know, if he was going to go watch the game, whatever.
He said no.
He said no. He doesn't want to watch his team get annihilated. And I said to him, yeah, but the Lions can cause upsets. Not really believing the prophecy that I was busy.
Yeah. You were just trying to make him feel better.
Yeah. And then it happened.
Okay, who else played this weekend?
So Munster Scarlets, we saw RG Sny. Wow, high scoring game.
Yeah.
49-42.
When I watched parts of it, and Munster was in the lead by quite a bit, and I thought they were going to run away with it. But just as I had to switch over because there's other sport as well. Sorry, it's not that but like you have to prioritize.
It's fine.
And Scarlets were just getting back into the game, scoring a few good tries, and we've been saying all this time that they look good. They obviously beat the Bulls, and among others. So that's quite a cool game, quite a cool result.
Yeah, and cool from our perspective because the newspapers were full of RG Snyman playing his first game back.
Yes, and he didn't immediately go off injured again.
Immediately snap off.
Something heavily strapped.
Catch fire from a braai.
No. Yeah, so that was good. Apparently he got a huge ovation and things like that.
That's cool, yeah.
So he has to get game time.
Why they he hasn't played for them. So it was probably a sarcastic clap, like wow, you actually
I just think he's an icon in any case.
Yeah.
Maybe they just like his beard and his hair and stuff.
He looks like a Viking.
Yes.
Anyway.
That is true.
Then the Glasgow Warriors, after a loss to the Lions the previous weekend, smashed Zebre. Poor Zebre. What is there to say?
What is there to say about Zebre? Carry on.
Stormers Sharks was a close game, 29-23. But the Stormers now they've clean swept all of the South African teams,
like
which
59 points.
Is a very painful sort of thing for us.
That was similar to Bulls Lions. It's like the whole time I thought the Sharks are gonna click into gear and they're gonna turn it around, because this whole season we've been thinking this is going to be a different Sharks team and stuff, and we haven't seen that.
Well, we saw it just with the Heineken Champions Cup, and we thought that it's going to apply now, but they're not playing their Springboks.
Yes.
The Bulls also not playing their Springboks. Moody and Orange.
Yeah, I have a thought about that as well. Yeah. So, and for the Stormers, everything just clicks.
Yeah.
The young guys that they bring through. That under 20 guy winger, I can't remember his name now, Suleiman Hartenberg. It's youngsters that come through and they just fit into the system and everything works. They're confident, they believe in themselves. Winning becomes a habit as well.
Yeah.
And I think,
although they lost one or two, who did they lose to? They lost to a Welsh team. Yeah,
they put a second string team out and they got pumped.
And they got smashed by Ulster.
By Ulster, yes, yeah.
Yes, see, they
were never in the game. Yeah, but so depth might be an issue, but you can't say they can win the thing. They can win the whole thing.
Stormers
again.
I don't think so.
No,
I don't think so.
Obviously Leinster. I mean,
Stormers won't be able to win if they have to play away.
Yeah.
They won't.
Watched a bit of the Leinster game as well, and I hardly knew any of the players, and they still won convincingly.
I don't think the Stormers should have beaten Ulster in last year's semi.
Yeah.
I felt like Ulster was a better team. Yeah.
Look, they're supremely confident, and it's that case of you almost don't even have to look. The passes just stick, and the moves, the backline moves with Blommetjies's try, it just looks so smooth. Everything just works, and all the passes just stick. And for the Bulls, it's the exact opposite. Like there's no fluidity, there's nothing. It's just like low on confidence. Losing has become a habit. They look planless, they look flat. I don't know. Is that the next game?
That's the next game.
Yeah, we're probably going to get stuck on that for a little bit.
Yeah.
Even though we don't really want to talk about it.
I don't really want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about anything. I woke up in a pool of sweat on Sunday morning.
And then they have all these chances and they get close. and then they concede a scrum penalty, and then the maul penalty, and or the
I
maul collapses, and
we had two proper chances there at the end, and then the maul collapses on the one, then actually both maul collapses. Like the whole team is in the maul.
Yeah.
Just like take the ball out of the maul. It's gonna get caught in there.
They just do weird things. Just do weird stuff. Yeah, the maul shifted, and it looked as if that's disjointed immediately.
Yeah.
It just became disjointed because now you've got like three players in the maul. The ball at the front. It's not going to work.
Yeah.
As it happened, I was like,
get it out.
That should have been a pass rather than to shift it. Look, it's fine. You're still going forward, but if half your pack is still stuck on the other side without the ball, what's going to happen? And that's just this kind of things that happen when nothing you're doing is working and the players aren't on the same page. It was also like sort of a half and half team, and then Papier is in there. You've got second stringers and starting players mixed up in the setup.
And can we stop putting Simelane at fullback?
Exactly, at fullback.
He played so well against Exeter Chiefs.
Played his best games at outside centre.
At outside centre.
Yeah,
why are we
was man of the match once. Yeah.
Like, what's his name? David Creel.
Yes.
He's playing centre.
He doesn't know where he's
a friggin'
playing.
Fullback.
Yeah.
Put him back at the fullback and we play.
He even played better on the wing.
Yeah. Mal was playing outside centre, hey? Yes.
Yeah.
So we've played him at inside centre before. He's experienced and he's quick.
Yeah.
Put him at inside and play Simelane at outside. Put David Creel at fullback. But now it's all like jumping.
Yeah, it's what we spoke about. We obviously chat amongst ourselves after the games. We're a bunch of Bulls fans, and it just looks disjointed. And that the examples you're giving is exactly what the problem is. Do the players know what their best position is?
Yeah, I don't know.
You know, as soon as someone is rested, Cornell gets moved to the wing, and Foster goes to the outside centre, and Simelane goes back to fullback, and Creel goes from centre to wing, or whatever. I mean, okay, it's all in the back line, but no one knows what the hell the best combinations are. I think a huge problem is that two of our best backline players are both inside centres, in Foster and Cornell, and then he's trying to find somewhere for Cornell to play. And he doesn't really have his best games at outside centre and on the wing. It's become too slow for a wing. And then it comes to losing our X-factor players because they're being rested after the Springbok season, which seems like it's ages ago.
Yeah, I don't know why. I mean, cause I think it's the same problem the Sharks have.
Yes,
isn't it?
They're still being rested.
Yeah.
Because that's where our X-factor lies, is with Kurtley Arendse and even with Moody. And when they are there, we always look better.
Do you want to say something about the Lions? They scored
a lot of points. The Lions did very well against Glasgow. They had a bit of a tricky match against the Stormers last week. Was that last week?
Glasgow was last week.
Was Glasgow last week? No, last week was Derby. It was a couple of weeks ago, but last round.
Yeah, the last round was Lions Glasgow.
Okay, well they played a local.
The week before was Sharks. Was the Sharks?
Sharks Lions.
They got smashed there, but
they were sort of kept themselves in the game.
Well, they lost by far in the end, but what smashed them there is they kicked none of their. They had like extreme dominance in the first.
Johnny Lombard didn't kick any penalties.
Didn't kick anything over. So maybe they're looking better.
No, they are looking better, and they are stepping up out of controversy.
They're 11th.
Where the appraisals leaked and stuff.
Yeah.
You know? And it sort of seems as if that got them together. And they've got talented young players that if they manage to keep them, Kuan Horan and a whole bunch of names that are really good young players. They always have great scrum halves.
Man, with that flank.
Yeah.
His brothers moved to the Sharks.
Yes, so why can't I've
forgotten his name now.
Emmanuel.
Yeah.
The other one is at the start, Chituka. Yeah, and even the guys that come off the bench, they're decent players. Marius Lowe, when he manages to hang on to the ball, he always looks good. He's captain now. I think they're in a good space. Their problem is just that they always, after the season, they always lose their best players. And freaking Edwin van der Merwe, yes,
good wing.
Yeah, great. Yeah, he looked the same as Takir Abrahams. These small wingers, they do very well in South Africa, actually. Yeah, so nothing against them, Who was fly off for them this weekend?
Wasn't it Lombard again?
Yeah, I couldn't watch the whole game intently because I was busy marking papers and stuff. Crying. No, we had load shedding. I had to watch it on my phone. But yeah, they just didn't let us. They kept on believing when we got close, we couldn't finish.
Yeah.
It seems like a typical...
A bit like how we played against the Stormers.
Yeah, typical rut that you get into where when you're close to the line, you don't believe that you're going to score. There's doubt. There's always doubt.
Which doesn't help for a team like the Bulls that sometimes they can play expansively, but we are kind of seen as a 10-man rugby team.
Yeah, and they need to play with confidence. When there's momentum, they're unstoppable.
Yeah.
Like I'm talking about back in the day as well. Quickly, Jake White. There's lots of talk.
Jake White, I still believe he's a world-class coach, and I wouldn't rather go with a Nollis Murray or someone like that. That will just take us back to the dark days.
Yeah, and he'll resign on his own. You don't fire someone with a CV like that.
Yeah.
But we looked at his record so far, and he spends 2 to 3 years at most of his clubs. Is it Montpellier? Was he at Montpellier or Racing? Montpellier 3 years. Toyota Verblitz 3 years. Sharks season and a half. Brumbies season and a half. So it's all short stints. Springboks 4 years was probably longest, and before that it was under 21s and all sorts of things.
But at the same time, the Springboks under Jake White did have a year in 2006 where we lost 49-0 to Australia. We lost to New Zealand twice by I think a record margin, possibly at Loftus. We lost to England in Twickenham. We lost to Ireland in the centenary match, where we played a second. Yeah,
lots of that was with second string team, not all of it.
So maybe the players are.
So he came back and won the World Cup. So
that's the point of my story.
Yeah, so we need to give the guy a second chance, but at the moment it's tough. We are very negative.
Very, very hard to watch. Then let me see.
Edinburgh Leinster.
Yeah, Edinburgh Leinster 20-point victory.
Yeah, Leinster with second stringers still bulldozing everyone.
They are frightening.
They are. Watched some of that, scored some great tries, but a lot of names that I don't know that well. The guys in Ireland will probably know them, but it's just unbelievable what they can do with what you can do when you have that confidence and when everything just clicks.
Yeah, then Ospreys Benetton. Benetton won away from home.
I saw that, They went into an early lead, won by 1 point.
Yeah.
Go Benetton.
Well done.
Sorry, Ospreys. Feel for you. Welsh rugby, bad state.
So the Dragons as well lost to Connacht by 2 points, 22-20.
Yes, Connacht moved into like 8th position. They were in the top 8.
Let's have a look.
Yeah.
You're 8th. Sure.
So there are a lot of Irish teams.
Win some games.
In the 8th, and they're playing away now next week. They're playing. All the teams are playing away. The South African teams.
That we did not need to lose.
It's just going to.
And we still have to play
tougher.
Leinster.
Yeah, just going to become tougher. We might drop out of the top 8.
Yeah. Well,
we've been sitting there for so long in 6th, it seems.
Yeah.
And just losing more and more games.
Yeah.
Yes. No, I don't know.
Dragons. Okay, then Cardiff Blues. Ulster beat them 42-20. Ulster played away. Ulster's coming. Can
you get next week's fixtures there?
Yes.
Obviously you can.
Yeah, I can. Zebre is playing Cardiff.
Yeah.
Leinster Stormers.
Oh, huge, like a curtain raiser.
Stormers are going to smash them.
Yeah. In Ireland. Well, it would be interesting.
If it was opposite day.
Yeah. So they will have no Irish internationals. They'll have more or less the same team that they played.
Leinster's going to
Edinburgh, but Edinburgh also don't have any Scottish internationals. So that's a game that the Stormers. Yeah.
I don't think
Maybe I don't know.
Leinster,
they just carry on irrespective.
And you're playing them in Dublin.
Yeah.
Dublin.
I don't know where they play. Probably Dublin.
Somewhere in Ireland.
Someone will correct us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ospreys, Dragons.
Yeah. Welsh
Benetton
Derby.
Lions.
Tricky.
Yeah.
Definitely tricky. Benetton's good. They're a good team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, this isn't a. That's
Bulls. Bulls Ulster, something like that.
Ulster Bulls away.
You see.
Sharks Scarlets. Sharks playing away.
It would be a massive turnaround if the Bulls can beat Ulster
Yeah.
in Ireland.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Probably up there with the Leinster win last year.
Yeah.
Munster, Glasgow Warriors. Let's see if RG Snyman can survive another game.
Yes, that would be great.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, yeah, looking forward to those away games.
But this weekend, Six Nations, is it this week?
Yeah, that's on the 24th. Those games are on the 24th, so this weekend is Six Nations.
Hansi,
Big games, England, France, Ireland, Scotland.
It's going to sound like I'm on drugs, but that's not next weekend. It's the next round.
Yeah, the next games are on the 24th only.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I just said.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
You're not on drugs. I said on the 24th.
I'm busy reading it. Yeah.
Yeah, the next URC round. So it's in Six Nations next weekend. So England, France is the big game, and Scotland, Ireland. Scotland, Ireland in Edinburgh, and Italy.
You did say that. You did say that just now.
Yes, I did say that.
Sorry, I'm not listening.
That's on Sunday at 5.
Yeah.
So big game for Scotland to see where they really are, and I
think so.
I don't know about an upset. France had a bit of a bad week, and I think they'll step up again against England.
Yeah, Scotland performed admirably, I thought, against France.
Yeah, that could have also.
But is that where they're playing in Edinburgh? You said.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
Ireland's too good.
Yeah, we'll have to see, but it's interesting. It's going to be awesome to watch.
Mm.
Okay.
All right.
Cheers. Ching ching.